Welcome to the house that Hammer built by the nation for the nation. Welcome to Raider Nation News today. I'm your host. I'm your resident tribal chief, Hammer.
Acknowledge me.
Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. It's Thursday, right? Yeah, I'm still trying to catch up, but we are back. We are back in the vault. We are back on the Beast Coast. Appreciate everybody that's pulling on up so far. Before we go any further, shout out to Hug D's on becoming a member. He already threw out the emojis and everything, so I know he's hyped for that. And I think we're going to change those emojis up very, very soon. Might even throw in those little nifty Funko Pops that we created. Shout out to Raider Post on that. Mark Salter, Dominique 5, Ghostmaster, Khalil King, Tim Chubb, Tomb Raider. Holy shit. MG's Raider and Sean Johnson. Salute to all you guys that are in here. And if you haven't already, just do these quick 3 things, especially the first timers in here. Break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash the bell. We are doing a mega cast. We are on Facebook. We're on Twitch. We're on X. We're on YouTube, of course. Those that are on the other platforms, come on over to YouTube, Raider Nation News today. Hit that subscribe button. You guys can see on the top of the screen. 7429. We're on that road to 8K. We do have a lot to talk about tonight. So let's get right into it. Around the league, as you guys know, or for those that don't know, the Patriots and Bill Belichick have parted ways. Happened earlier this morning. It was reported by Ian Rappaport, if I remember correctly. Belichick spent 24 seasons with the New England Patriots, won 6 Super Bowl titles, and pretty much ever since Tom Brady left, went downhill. I was listening to Amani Toomer. He was a guest on the Michael Kay show on ESPN Radio New York this afternoon, and really actually called Bill Belichick an average head coach without Tom Brady. Sounds kind of right, don't you think? Definitely kind of caught me by surprise. Belichick is a guy that we had talked about over the last couple of weeks as it pertained to a specific head coaching job, and that is with the LA Chargers. No reports have been out there yet that he's interviewed with any teams. Again, this happened earlier this morning, but we also know that there are several other teams that are in the search of a head coach, including us. You have the Panthers, the Commanders, the Falcons, the Chargers, now the Tennessee Titans. They parted ways with Mike Vrabel yesterday. Vrabel apparently is already a potential candidate to be interviewed by the Las Vegas Raiders. I wouldn't be surprised realistically if Mike Vrabel goes to New England and becomes the next head coach there, but we shall see. Let me make sure I'm caught up with everybody in here. I don't have, actually, I'm going to have to look on this one. This is probably the best one running right now. Shout out to Rob, shout out to Alex, shout out to John B, shout out to RJ Green, shout out to Wayne Kerr, shout out to Paul Egerton, my neighbor from across the pond. Appreciate you, bro. For Life, great show last night. Thank you for having me on. Let's see. Nah, bro, y'all hating. Bill is pretty good coach. I guarantee you don't want him here, Demokes. I guarantee you do not want him here and have the Patriot way run back one more time. Vrabel to the Patriots. I think, Wayne, it would be a possibility. We shall see. This is just something that went through my mind for the simple fact that he played for the Patriots majority of his career. Defensive-minded coach. I think he would be a good fit there. But again, as it stands right now, they're saying that he is going to be interviewed by the Las Vegas Raiders sometime in the near future. We have the wild card this weekend. Lots of games. I'm here for it. I'm not here for it. I know a lot of people are already up in arms about the Chiefs game. The Chiefs game is going to be on Peacock and only on Peacock. So I know a lot of people that don't have it are already bothered by that. I do think that the Chiefs are going to win, unfortunately. The weather in Kansas City is going to be unbearably cold. And for a team like Miami to travel to KC and play in weather like that, I don't think that they're going to get the job done, unfortunately, as much as I have enjoyed seeing Coach Logic. Coach McDaniel and what he's done with that team. Another one of those guys off of the Shanahan tree. I don't see them beating the Chiefs this coming weekend. There were reports out there today Travis Kelce is stating that he will be back in 2024. So those talks earlier in the season about retirement, I guess you can throw that out the window. You had the Cleveland Browns going against the Houston Texans. I think it's going to be a very good game. You had the rookie front runner for offensive rookie of the year and CJ Stroud battling a very, very good defense in Cleveland. I definitely think that's going to be a very close game. Going against a veteran who has the playoff experience and Joe Flacco on the other side for Cleveland. I think it's going to be a tough matchup. I think Cleveland might pull it off, though. They're indoors, so it's nothing to worry about weather-wise, but I do think Cleveland pulls that off. Pittsburgh and Buffalo, up in Buffalo. I don't know how Mike Tomlin does it every year. He always seems to find a way to have his teams over 500 or getting in as a wild card team. I do think Buffalo pulls it off. We saw the matchup against the Dolphins on Sunday night. It was a hell of a game. I do believe the Buffalo advances, though. You got Dallas and Green Bay on Sunday. Another team, Green Bay, that kind of snuck on in, and that head case that is Jair Alexander apparently jacked his ankle up going through jog-throughs today for practice. Now, for those that don't know, Jair Alexander pretty much made himself a captain during a coin toss a couple of weeks ago. He botched on it. Pretty much didn't say what he was supposed to be saying, which is we defer to the second half. Instead, he says we want to kick the ball. And he was suspended a game. He was just recently on, WBAY in Green Bay. A sports reporter was doing her job. Jair Alexander pulls out of nowhere that the pack is back, and she had no idea who it was, and he just threw his glasses on and ran off of the screen. That dude is definitely something special, I can tell you that. We got Detroit and LA on Sunday night. We know Dan Campbell and what he's done with that Detroit Lions team. They won their division for the first time in 30 years. Going against an LA team and Sean McVay and his weapons on offense and defense. Another game that I think could be a close matchup, but ultimately I think we're going to see Detroit advance to the next round. We shall see. Philly and Tampa Bay, they're playing in Tampa. Philly has kind of had a downward spiral majority of the second half of this season. And as it stands right now, Jalen Hurts is still dealing with this finger injury, but he says it's progressing upward. I haven't heard anything else, but I do think that Philly does get the win. Let me get back into the chat because there are a lot of you in here. There's 111 on YouTube. I don't know how many are on these other platforms. Like I said, we have a mega cast. It's like 5 or 6 platforms total. But those that want to be part of the conversation, come on over to YouTube, Raider Nation News Today, and just follow these simple 3 steps. Break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash the bell. It's been a while since we've seen those floating emojis, so I appreciate you guys in the chat for that. It's definitely been a long time, and I've definitely missed you guys. And before we go any further into it, I want to thank each and every single one of you guys that were out in Vegas for the season finale against the Broncos. A lot of people came up, said what's up, showed their support. Definitely meant a lot. And it was just overall a great time. To hear Allegiant go crazy after that game, everybody chanting AP at the top of their lungs, including myself, it was definitely something special and definitely a memory I will never forget in Allegiant. This is my 4th time inside Allegiant. That definitely was a very, very memorable moment, definitely for me. Chandler singing, Belichick, the man needs to be evaluated. Yo, Lou, I saw that video. That video was incredibly disturbing. And if you haven't seen it, do not go and see it. Eddie asks, who are my Super Bowl picks? My Super Bowl picks, and you can call me a conspiracy theorist, whatever, but the colors have actually changed on the Super Bowl logo this year. I do think it's going to be the Ravens and Niners. 2 very good defenses, but realistically, the Niners have a much more high-powered offense. So we shall see. We have plenty of weeks, plenty of time till that. I think it's a little over a month. We shall see. Shout out to my big bro in the building. Much love to you, bro. Shout out to Huey and Riley as well. Love you, bro. In honor of you, bro, I'm a hammer, my girl. Much love. Oh, my God. First McPuto, then Vrabel, now Belichick. It's almost like nobody wants the Patriot way anymore. But here's the thing, though, Lord Buddy Bear. Vrabel didn't come off of that coaching tree. He played for the team, but he didn't really come off of that coaching tree. And actually is a lot more successful than a lot of people that have come off of that Belichick coaching tree. Granted, he's made 5 playoff appearances, 2 and 3 in the playoffs. He's won Coach of the Year as well. It's kind of a apples to oranges type of situation with that one. Shout out to Noose. Brother, appreciate you. Much love on the bomb. Let me drop that funk flex for you. Drop the 99.99. Intel, man, you know it's all love. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And another shout out to some other content creators out there. Raiders Fan Radio, Murph, Swag Jeff, and Beesh. Appreciate you guys. We got to link up for a little bit during the game. It was great to see those guys again. The last time I saw them in person was when they were doing live commentary of our flag football game back during the draft in 2022. And stay tuned, guys. We will be doing a collab very, very soon. You guys are not going to want to miss that. AJ, what was your question? I'm sorry that I missed it. I'm getting yelled at in the chat right now. Let me catch up. Let me go back. Anyways, hold on. Sorry for the dead air. Shout out to Rob, our resident meathead. What'd you ask, AJ? Because I'm not going to scroll all the way back up, my guy. And Hug D's came back in. Bro, I appreciate you on becoming a new member. I saw you were having fun with the emojis before. Bro, I can't scroll all the way up, my guy. We'll find out who the head coach will be when GM is hired. Ghostmaster, that's exactly it. And you know what? And something that I wanted to talk about. Afakasi, salute to you as well, my guy. Been a minute since you've been in here. That's definitely something I wanted to talk about tonight in regards to the head coach. As it stands right now, it doesn't seem like there have been any candidates. There were reports out there earlier today that Vrabel apparently will be interviewing for the head coaching position with us. I haven't seen a list. I've seen a list for all these other teams that are in need of a head coach right now. I do believe we have a long list lined up when it comes to the GMs. Ultimately, whoever the GM is going to be the one that makes a decision on our head coach. That head coach will make the decision on our defensive coordinator as well. For those that don't know, Patrick Graham, the Jacksonville Jaguars had requested to interview Patrick Graham for a defensive coordinator position, and the Raiders denied that request. He still can be interviewed for head coaching positions, but as it stands right now, he's another one. I haven't really seen his name involved in any head coaching positions as of right now. Also, in Raiders news, we might as well just get to that point on the rundown. You guys see it? Love it. Carmen Brasillo is now not a Raider. He has officially been hired by the New York Football Giants as their next offensive lines coach. They had fired several coaches, including their offensive line coach, their special teams coach, and 2 of their coordinators who had ties with Wink Martindale as well earlier in the season. But their offensive line was abysmal this year. They parted ways on Monday, and now Carmen Brasillo, no longer a Raider, is the offensive line coach for Brian Daboll and the New York Football Giants. O-line coach is gone. Yep, Lou, see? You caught me as I was talking about it. Yep. Champ and AP, I don't want anyone else. Lumpy! What's good, bro? Appreciate you pulling on up. Angel, yes, I'll be watching the Rumble. We will be doing a simulcast. I'm going to have Big Mike on. It's actually my birthday weekend. We're going to do the 2024 Royal Rumble watch party Saturday night, January 27th. You guys want to take care of me, celebrate my birthday with me, drop some gifts? I'm all for it. We will be live for the Royal Rumble, most definitely. Lumpy, yeah, AP and Champ is what it is for me. Again, we haven't heard anything about any other people being interviewed for head coaching positions yet. I will go through the list of some of these other teams as well, though. Hug D's on the 499. Bleacher Reporters reported that the Las Vegas Raiders have not requested a single head coaching interview at this point. There you go. There you go. And in other Raiders news, this actually popped up a couple of hours ago. So you guys know that we have these international games. It's been going on for the last couple of years. Shout out to DeMarcus on the 499 as well. Appreciate you. Raider Ryan, happy early birthday. Appreciate you. Let me not fall off the tracks. I want to be on top of this stuff. We have 150 in the chat on YouTube right now. 7431 if you haven't already hit that subscribe button. So anyways, we know that we have these games in Germany. We did Germany for the first time this past season. We're at Wembley. We're at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as well for the international games. Those are the games that are in Europe. There is one more game that might be happening. As it stands right now, those games in Europe, we are not part of for the 2024 season. There is one game that this is for any team right now as it stands. They're going to have an international game in São Paulo, Brazil this coming season. There is a chance that the Raiders could be slated on schedule for that game. The last time they played in an international game was 2019 in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in England. Stay tuned for that. We have 9 away games this season. There's a chance that we could be playing in Brazil. I think that would be incredibly interesting. Dominique 5 asks, who do I have winning the Rumble? I think it's going to be Punk. I think we're going to see Punk and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. And I think we're going to see The Rock and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. PG had a request from the Chargers for head coach. Yeah, and we're going to talk about some of these coaching vacancies because right now, and I believe this was, I think it was the Sporting News. Yeah, the Sporting News has an article out right now with 2024 hiring predictions and projected landing spots for these vacant spots. So the first one up right now is the Washington Commanders, and this is kind of weird. They're predicting Bill Belichick to the Washington Commanders. Incredibly interesting. Like I said before, I was talking about it, I mentioned it earlier in regards to Belichick and former New York Giant Amani Toomer, what he had said about Belichick being an average coach. And shortly after that conversation, after that phone call that he had on the air with them, there was a report that already came out that the New York Giants are not interested in Belichick anyways. Granted, yes, they have Dable, whatever the case may be, but obviously they have no interest in him. But seeing this is kind of wild. Well, Belichick lives in Carolina. Yeah, but it'd be a different story if it was the Panthers that they were predicting him to go to. Black Tide Raiders, salute. Salute to everybody that's in here, man. I'm seeing a lot of new names. I'm seeing names I haven't seen in a long time. I appreciate you guys, man. Shout out to Saul Raiders Hernandez on the 199. Can we talk about that hidden message Tay put on IG? So somebody mentioned it to me with like a green shirt or something. Look, this is something that's much ado about nothing. Again, I believe that we wait to see who our next head coach is, preferably AP, of course. And if you guys want in the chat, just flood it in the chat. Put AP, the number 2, LV. Just flood the chat with that right now. We all want that. I watched that presser. I actually drove past the headquarters at the exact time that AP was doing his final presser. And I'm just like, hearing everything he had to say, we know that the players love him. They respect him. He is a leader of men. He is a Raider. It kind of broke my heart which I hope not. I hope that it's really not the last time we see him in silver and black. I hope it's not the last time that we see him in front of a podium, because this dude is definitely, you've had people mention John Madden was a linebacker, and look at what he did. Like, I want AP here. I want AP here. I've been saying it for weeks now, for at least a 2-3 year contract, and see what he can do. Love Tay, but a number 1 and number 2 pick sold. I highly doubt that's going to happen, though, Lou. I really highly doubt that's going to happen. So moving on. The Los Angeles Chargers, and this is a conversation that we have had for quite some time. Right now, the prediction is Jim Harbaugh goes to LA. I really don't know how I would feel about that. I think that if we have the right pieces in place, that this coming season will be the season where you see a hell of a battle in the AFC West. I just don't know. Does he want to really leave what he's built in Michigan to go to a team that is often injury prone? These guys cannot stay healthy a full season and always find one way or another to shit the bed. I don't know, man. Shout out to Van City. Question, my brother. Why hasn't there been an announcement about Champ Kelly getting an interview? They just have not said anything. They have a list, and I'm going to find that list as well. Because I did look at something the other night that showed a list of GM candidates for the Raiders that they're going to interview. And we talked about a few of them. Ed Dodds was one of them. And for those that don't know, Ed Dodds was brought in the last time around. We were looking for a head coach and a GM. And ultimately, that was a time where we thought it was going to be Ed Dodds and Jim Harbaugh. And then it became Ziegler and McDaniels. So I don't know right now. But let's move on with this prediction list. The Las Vegas Raiders, their projected hire. Anybody want to take a guess who the projected hire is? I'm going to wait before I tell you guys. Yeah, I think Garrett decided to change his to 5. I'm still, look, I'm not buying into that at all. I think it's all crap. AP, you guys got it right. AP. It is projected right now that the Las Vegas projected hire is going to be Antonio Pierce. Again, like I said, the players love him. The players are lobbying for him more and more. We heard Jack Jones. This could have been a joke. Not really. If they don't hire AP, we're boycotting. Shit, I would do it too. Lou, cut the shit, bro. New England Patriots, Gerard Mayo. He's currently the defensive coordinator for the Patriots. That I didn't even think about. That probably is going to happen. The stage is being set for AP and Champ. Funky, I agree with you on that one, man. I wholeheartedly agree. We have almost 200 in here, y'all. Almost 200. Break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash the bell. I appreciate y'all, man. First day back in the vault, and it feels so damn good. Let's go through the rest of this list real quick. And like I said, I think Vrabel still might be a guy that could potentially be that next coach for them, but we shall see. The Seattle Seahawks. Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn. If given the opportunity, pretty much like it's almost as easy as us bringing in Antonio Pierce or extending Antonio Pierce, rather. I think that this would make a lot of sense. Like, he was there before. He knows the Seattle culture. I think it might make sense for him to make that move there. The Falcons, Texans offensive coordinator, Bobby Slowick. This is a guy that's off of that Kyle Shanahan tree. He is a guy that he's still in the play. They're in the playoffs right now. They're in the playoffs right now. And this is a guy, it's his first year as an offensive coordinator. We see what the Kyle Shanahan coaching tree has produced so far. I could definitely see that happening for Atlanta, especially with the weapons that they have out there on offense. Shout out to Armando Castillo Lamelli. Shout out to our bro Hammer from Tijuana, Mexico. Let's keep it in-house. Let's keep AP. There you go. Let me close that. There we go. And what other coaching positions? Tennessee. Ooh. Commanders offensive coordinator, Eric Bieniemy. Now, I've had a lot of people ask over these last couple of days as it pertains to, we know we need an offensive coordinator as well. Why not Bieniemy? Bieniemy will never be on any coaching staff he'll never be in the facility of the Las Vegas Raiders. And for those that don't know, I'm not going to get into it. For those that do know, yeah, you know why he won't be here. So just bad issue and a bad pass, rather. And it won't happen here. So, hey, Carolina, maybe he turns it around. I'm sorry, Tennessee, he turns it around. Carolina, projected hire is the Lions offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, another team that has some formidable weapons right now. I could see that potentially happening, but also there were reports out there not too long ago that he was asking for $25 million a year. So I don't know about that one. Vance City, I did not dodge you, my brother. I apologize. It was cold as hell at that tailgate. I think Junior asked me, did I get the chance to see AP? No, I didn't. I heard about it. Kind of heartbroken I didn't get the opportunity to see him. But yeah. What was the energy like at the game? There's still a lot of orange in the stadium, but the nation was going in. That turnover that the Broncos thought that they had, I was down in the end zone in the first row, but to the further end is where they came in with they came to the opposite side of the end zone trying to celebrate a turnover that wasn't, and fans started throwing beer and everything else. I felt like I was in Oakland again. It was a beautiful thing. Hammer, did you see AP and no, I just answered that. No, I did not. I'm feeling the new look of the show. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. If we sign AP and CK, who you think they're getting as their first pick in the draft? I think they will go the route of, well, let's pump the brakes on that. I do think Jaden Daniels, and no disrespect to the Heisman Trophy winner, I still think that he's potentially going to be a guy that could be a second rounder. But if they don't feel that way, I think they're going to try to go for a quarterback in the first round, probably a defensive tackle in the second, or vice versa. Anything is possible. I want to get through the combine. I also want to get through the new league year because as it stands right now, a lot of us, including myself, had talked about potentially trading for Justin Fields. The Chicago Bears head coach Ebersol is there. He did not get fired, but the offensive coordinator did. I do think that there's a good chance that they may end up holding on to Justin Fields and trying to do something else. I believe Marvin Harrison Jr. is slated to be a top 5 pick. Could be very, very interesting to see where they go in that first round, most definitely. Hug D said, your screen makes me want to go hotbox the G-Ride. Yo, I can't with y'all. We'll change it. We'll change it at some point if you guys think I should, but like you guys can tell, I wanted to clean up the look a little bit, and you guys see like pretty much everything is there for you guys. Like I haven't missed a beat on it. Shout out to Stacy Ruff. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. Welcome to the vault. Appreciate you. Shout out to Richard Twitchwell. I'm sorry, I almost missed this. Hammer, welcome back. We've been talking about MD having money, being a shrewd businessman, and wanting the dubs. I say he hires Harbaugh and finds a way to keep AP. That kind of hurts, man. Kind of hurts. I really want AP as our head coach. I think the offensive coordinator is going to be the one thing that we're going to have to figure out. I did mention the offensive coordinator from Carolina last night when Graff and Wasted did their show. Salute to my big bros. And they pretty much said no. And it was like, I don't know if it was just a fact that, oh, well, he was in Carolina. This is another guy off of the Shanahan coaching tree. So I don't know. I don't know. Like, realistically, we have to figure that out. If we do get AP, I think Jacobs will stay. Otherwise, I think we move on from him. I agree. You guys know how I feel about JJ. I love JJ. I think he would come back. How loud was the AP chant? Man, I don't know. I have the video. If you guys are following me on IG, I did put a little collage up. It was like 10 pictures, and it was a 10-second clip of the crowd going crazy for AP. I want you guys to take a look at that. Shout out to Valerie Lopez, AP to Vegas 2024. There you go. A-Test 909, Dak Canton. Appreciate you, bro. David Shaw. It could be another guy. McDaniel's getting an interview with the Titans for head coaching job. Let's see. Tannehill is gone, if I remember correctly, so he just has Malik Willis and Will Levis to fuck up their careers. Congratulations with that one. Shout out to Michael Scrogan. With Carroll changing positions, do you think Seattle will go after Harbaugh? I don't know. I really don't. We just talked about it. I don't know how long you've been in here, Michael, but they have a prediction right now that it's going to be Dan Quinn, who already has the familiarity with Seattle. And I think that does make sense as well. Clint Kubiak would be a good OC from the Niners. He's their passing game coordinator right now. Again, anyone off of that Shanahan tree has seemed to be very successful so far, whether it being early in their career as a head coach or not. I wouldn't mind it. Van City was there too. He absolutely was. And now Van City officially hates me. And I absolutely wanted the opportunity to see you, bro. I'm sorry. Shout out to Lumpy. Doot. If rumors are true and AP is having interviews for other head coaching jobs, do you think Mark Davis will see him as a commodity and increase his chance of being hired? I think, look, it's crazy because all of a sudden we're the upward trend. Everybody wants a piece of the Raiders now. Pause if necessary, but I don't think that's pause worthy. All of a sudden everybody wants AP. All of a sudden everybody wants Patrick Graham. All of a sudden people want to interview for Champ Kelly. Look, the Giants just took Carmen Brasillo. All of a sudden, we're that hot ticket. We went 5-4 with them taking over midseason, and now this is the wave. I had people at my job like, oh, can we get AP as the D coordinator? Get the hell out of here. He's not going back to the Giants. Stop it. He is a Raider, okay? He is a Raider. I do believe that they'll eventually come up with a short list, but realistically, I still do believe, and this isn't clickbait. This is just my feel of the situation. I do believe that Mark Davis has already been behind closed doors with Antonio Pierce and pretty much said, you have this job. They just have to do the NFL head coaching hire procedure. So let them go through these little candidates. But I think ultimately it's AP's job. I really do. I hope so. I really, really do. AP was loving on the fans. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, Valerie. Absolutely. Like, I'm telling you, what he brings here is something we haven't seen in years, and that's the main reason I want him. And these guys go to war for him. I would come out of retirement, put a helmet and shoulder pads on, and run through a wall and anything else in front of me for this guy right now. He is a Raider. Greg, what's up, man? What's good? Some people need to chill when we all know we keeping our guys and acting like we're going to our guys in their current seats. Yeah. Harbaugh also knows a lot about the good players entering the draft. That would be an advantage. Yeah, but you know what, Joey? We also have a scouting department. We have Champ comes back. We still have a very smart and respected GM. So I don't think that's really going to play a part in that. I really don't. Shout out to Michael Roca on the $4.99. You guys are killing it today. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And we're up to 74-33. Let's go. If QB and DT are the top two picks, what DT do you want? So I know everybody has talked about Newton. And if we get a quarterback in the first round, cool. I do believe that Newton will be gone in the first round. So my next guy, and y'all know who it is, for those that follow me, those that have been watching me as long as I've been doing this, you guys know who it is for me. It's going to be T'Vondre Sweat, the defensive tackle out of the University of Texas. It's crazy because the top three defensive tackles in this draft class are both out of Texas. You have Brian Murphy, who's number 3, and T'Vondre Sweat, 6'3", 362 pounds. The dude even got a receiving touchdown in the Big 12 championship game. Like, that dude is a beast. I absolutely want that dude here. Just imagine if we were to make a big splash in free agency, and I'm talking in regards to a defensive tackle. It could be Chris Jones. I would love to have Chris Jones here. It could be Leonard Williams. It could be Christian Wilkinson. It could be the kid from Baltimore. I can never remember his name because I feel like I'm going to butcher it anytime I say it. But if we were to get one of those 4 guys at the defensive tackle position, if we were to get to T'Vondre Sweat, granted, Tyree Wilson is going to be interior defensive lineman moving forward, which I'm here for. But if you have a constant rotation amongst those 3 guys and you have Kuntz and Crosby on the edge, you saw what our defensive line did these last 9 weeks. It's only going to be scarier if we get one of those 4 top free agent defensive tackles and a guy like T'Vondre Sweat in the draft as well. Mark my words. It'll be a long day for any quarterback playing us this upcoming season. Let me see. We haven't seen a head coach like AP since Carl. That's a fact, man. That is a fact. You know what? You get one for this one. That's a fact. And that's what we need, man. We need that energy. We need the Raider way. Somebody asked me the other day, what is the Raider way? The Raider way is just win, baby. And again, violence, relentlessness, but doing it with in between the lines. Look, we had the fewest penalties in the league this year. When have the Raiders done that? Where do they do that at? Like, the discipline is there as well. I'm here for it. Sweat sounds like a Patrick Graham big nose tack. There you go, Sean. Leonard Taylor out of Florida is the next DT. So that would be number 4 then. That would be number 4. AP can sell games. AP is a huge free agent pull. They see and hear from the players what it's like to be a Raider right now. You can't let it go. It's going to happen. I'll bet anyone in here a C note he stays. I love it. I love it. I'm here for it. Y'all know that. Let's go. Hammer, I don't hate you, brother. I heard what you said about wanting to lay low and wanting to enjoy your trip and not bombarded by fans. No. Let's rewind that, because I said I was going to be at the tailgate. I was going to be at the game. That weather in Vegas was incredibly cold. It said it was in the low 50s. The wind out there, especially during the tailgate, it felt like it was in the 30s. People were head to toe in winter gear. I had to jump in my truck twice just to get warm, bro. Again, 1,000 apologies. We'll try to do something next season. I do have a game or two I will be out there for. Shout out to Pablo, just tuning in, Hammer. Raiders. Who are you bringing back in free agency? Who am I bringing back? JJ. Because I'm not sure how many of our guys are going to be free agents. I know the few that will be free agents that I do not want back. Andre James, Greg Van Roten, Amik Robertson. I do still believe that Hunter Renfrow gets traded. I do believe Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be gone, because there's no way in hell we're paying that astronomical amount of money to a backup quarterback. So those are a bunch of guys I feel are going to be gone. That's just my opinion. Not an insult, just a fact of life. I just read the Josh Jacobs, Andre are free. Yes. Damn, I see this chat is so slow, and it's not you guys. I don't know what it is with YouTube, but the chat runs super slow when I have the actual live chat up, and this is why I've kind of been going back and forth. Sounds like whining to me, my guy. It's negative 24 here right now. I did not expect it to be that cold, let alone be that cold at a tailgate, bro. Shut up, Lumpy. No, Hoyer's here for one more year, unfortunately. Adam Butler and Isaiah Palomalo bring back. Absolutely. Palomalo is definitely a dude that you can mix and match, whether you put him at safety or you put him at the slot. But he's another one of those downhill type of guys, and he kind of plays a bit like a linebacker. So I wouldn't he's a guy that I would love to see in the constant rotation. Jack Jones is not going anywhere. Jack Jones is still under his rookie contract. Great for us. I really love how talented this kid is and what he's brought to the table since he came here. JJ's price tag right now, I think the market value has gone down, not just for him, but the market value has gone down for the running backs. And we've talked about this before. Christian McCaffrey is the last of the Mohicans. You're not going to see another running back get that type of money, no matter how talented they are, no matter how versatile they are. You're not going to see a running back get that type of money. Realistically, as it stands right now, I think for JJ, you're probably looking at something between $9 and $10 million a year on average. And again, that's not even an insult, especially if he's in Vegas. I think they could find a way to give him incentives or a little bit more in guaranteed money, but that's the most I think that they're going to go. And again, I don't see why he wouldn't take a home team discount. He wants to finish his career here. He said that he wants to retire by the time he's 30. Why not just get a 3-year and finish here strong? That's it. Shout out to Richard Twitchwell on becoming a member. Appreciate you. If you guys want to be a member to the channel, I do believe I have it pinned to the top. Helps keep the lights on, and I appreciate each and every single one of you guys, most definitely. Definitely freezing at the tailgate, but the J-Lot was popping. It absolutely was. I did have a few people that came up to me. My guy Freight Train, man, dude was just in his zone. He was dancing, doing his thing. I had to tap him like 3 or 4 times. He looks up and he's like, "Oh shit, what's good?" I'm like, dude, really? Shout out to Bourbon. Oh my God, another one I haven't seen in a very, very, very long time. What's good, bro? Higher AP, keep PG, and keep the momentum rolling. Appreciate you, brother. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to Mr. Casual Spaz on the $5. Do you think an Antonio Pierce head coach and Adam Peters GM duo is possible? And how well could it work? I'm not too familiar with Adam Peters. And why are you not, why would you not want Champ Kelly? Just out of curiosity. I really want to try to find that list. There are the emojis again. See, I miss this. I miss seeing that on the screen. I absolutely miss seeing that on the screen. We've already been on 40 minutes. We have almost 300 in the chat right now. If you guys haven't already, just do these quick 3 things, please. Break them thumbs, hammer them subs, smash the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions. I'm not going anywhere, guys. Shout out to Philip Torres. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. Welcome to the family. Van City, I met and got Gorilla Raiders Fan Radio, Hondo Carpenter, Hollywood Raider, Captain Jack, LV to sign my flag. My signature from LV says head of Mount Shieldmore Security. He is the head of Mount Shieldmore Security. And LV is another one that almost every time I'm out there, I get the opportunity to see. By the time I got to the tailgate, he was like, dude, it's too fucking cold. I am inside. And I was like, damn, man, like I missed you. There was a couple of others that have reached out to me directly as well. And they're all like, next season, most definitely, I'm here for it. 718 said, give me Saquon Barkley. That 718 already tells me where you're from, bro. Come on, stop it. Stop it. Got that New York area code in here with that. No, absolutely not. Saquon Barkley is more injury prone than Josh Jacobs is. Stop it. Salute to the 2-time champ Desert Raider. He has won back-to-back pigskin pick'em leagues. We're definitely going to run this back again next year. It's always a good time when we had the right people. We need to have more people because I want to do some type of special grand prize for you guys. But Desert, I have not forgot about you. I got something for you as well. And we're definitely going to talk more when we're off the air. But I appreciate you, bro. Just a precaution in case Champ Kelly isn't brought back. I got to do my homework on Peters to really give you guys an idea if I'm for it or if I'm not. Shout out to Jason Hunter, the Demon King himself, on the $20 super. What's up, brother? Blessings to you and the family. Raider Nation for life. Appreciate you, brother. Mrs. Van City got the Vegas itch. We'll be back down there in the fall. Yeah, I'm going to try to figure everything out. I think the fall, maybe even the home opener, I will try my best to be back out there. I'm thinking 1, maybe 2 games in Vegas. I'm thinking, well, no, most definitely East Coast. They're playing in Baltimore. I'll take the drive down to Baltimore as well. Belichick to the Raiders, I wouldn't put it past Mark Davis. That better not happen. Don't put that into the universe, bro. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that evil on us. How cold was it in Vegas usually? Look, I don't know the average. And I thought to myself, like, hey, low 50s, it shouldn't be that bad. But again, the wind is what played the critical role and had me freezing my ass off. Adam Peters is the assistant GM of the night. Oh, okay. You know what's crazy? Maybe it's just the fact I couldn't remember his name. I read an article about him today, and he's kind of been an intricate part alongside John Lynch in building that team. If Champ, God forbid, Champ goes somewhere else, then yeah, I think the next person would be Adam Peters. What's up, Hammer? What's up, Nation? Let's just get AP and GM Champ Kelly. Can I get our Raiders? Raiders! There you have it. Let it be known. Let it be known. Break them thumbs. Hammer that sub. Smash the bell, y'all. Thank you, Bourbon. Appreciate you being back, man. Missed you. Going to Baltimore game. Let's go Shieldmore. I guess we're going to have to rally the troops. I think if I have one quick conversation with Wasted, I think it'll happen. And then we just got to find a way to get Graf and Big Mike out there as well. think we could probably even pull Stu out and get him to. I don't think that's long of a trip for him. I think all of us can go out there and do that together. I think that would be dope. OC Davis Shaw with head coach AP. I'm here for it. I like that, Matt. I really do. I really like that. Let me find the other chat because we're actually using a new platform. But that platform, I can pull up the chats from the other platforms. Like I said, we are on Facebook 2 times. We are on Twitch. We're on X. We're obviously on YouTube. And that's the only way I can see everybody. I hope the Finns add that smell. Hug, I think it's going to be a very, very difficult game for Miami in that they said it's going to feel like 5 below. I don't think that they're going to be able to pull this off. I really don't. I just hope Mark Davis isn't waiting for Jim and then we lose AP and then Jim signs somewhere else. That would be a kill shot, and I really hope that doesn't happen. I'll drive up from DC to go to the Be More game. Raiders, shout out to you, Rich. It's been crickets on the Harbaugh train so far. Look, he just won a championship 3 days ago. Give it time and something's going to happen. But I do think there's a chance that you may, if he decides to leave Michigan, I do think that he probably ends up going potentially to the Chargers. It pains me to say it, but a young quarterback in Justin Herbert, I think he might do that. I do. Let me see where we're at here. I hate that I'm torn hammer. Want AP and love what he did for us. Also, want Harbaugh proven production. Next year, Raiders play the Saints. What's your thought with Raider fans bringing out? They better not. They better not. Because if they do, I'm telling you now, they're going to do it in front of the wrong person. And I'm not saying it's me, but you're going to piss some people off with that, most definitely. Did you see the Christmas game? AP was freezing. That's a fact. I just actually was trying to find a picture for the thumbnail and saw the picture with him with like the winter gloves and everything on the sideline. Mark Davis is not going to give him 120 million. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. He won't do that. He'd be out of his mind to do that. Mike Greenberg said Harbaugh is in love with her. See? And that's where I'm thinking that ultimately, if he does leave Michigan, it'll just be for the Chargers job. Dodds is interviewing tomorrow. When is Champ Kelly going to get his interview? Steel Cage, I'm going to guess towards the end. And it's pretty much going to be like, hey, how you doing? And they're just going to look at each other and start laughing and be like, I got these motherfuckers. Like, you're hired. So we'll see, though. Gerard Mayo is interviewing. Yeah, Scott, I think you must have just came in. We had talked about the head coaching openings right now, and a prediction is Gerard Mayo, their former defensive coordinator of the Patriots, potentially going to end up being the head coach for the New England Patriots. Belichick to the Chargers. Peyton is in Den. Reed is in KC. We need Harbaugh to go toe-to-toe with these head coaches. No! No! Chargers are in cap hell, though. Cap has nothing to do with the head coach. A coach's salary has nothing to do with the salary cap. Daniel, I think you just came into. I actually had said with Vrabel being fired, I thought that New England would be a good destination for him, but I don't know. I'll see you guys there. I'm down in Baltimore. There you go, Junior. There you go. And I think we just got another super. It's really hard to keep up with this chat with how this thing acts. Shout out to Hug D's on the $4.99. Everything that does to the Chokers dies. Think about it. Let Harbaugh go. I like that. Youssef was good. Who do you want besides Champ as a new GM? Well, Ghostmaster, I'm already forgetting the name of who brought it up. But Adam Peters is a guy that I would not mind having here. Gruden versus Goodell tomorrow. This might shake some things up. Look, because I didn't hear anything in regards to the case today. I heard about everything that had happened yesterday. If anything happens in regards to that trial, I will try to come on. And if I don't, I'll just do a quick hit, like a short, like I've been doing the last few days. I've gotten a lot of new views and a lot of new subs. Not a lot, but since I came back, we're actually up we're up actually 20 new subscribers in the past few days. So I really want to thank each and every single one of you guys. Again, things can only go up, and we're definitely going to go back to trying to do this multicast platform that I'm using to get a lot of new people in here. So again, for those that are on Facebook, Twitch, I actually think we're on Instagram as well right now. I don't remember. But any of you guys, for any of those platforms other than YouTube, come on over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing. Hug D said, don't be cheap, become a member. If you want to keep the lights on here, the link is pinned to the top to become a member. True Raider, you are, but you're here. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. Appreciate that. Thank you for pulling on up. The court has at least 1 month to respond. This is going to be very, very interesting with that case. I really think it's going to be interesting. Is Gruden going to win the trial? 4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby. Oh, God, DeMokes, what is wrong with you? Wrong show, bro. Wrong show. But shout out to my guy, Mitch, as well. Miss you. We gotta talk soon. We got to try to do something soon. I keep saying it. I just had the conversation with one of my brothers the other day. We got to do something soon, bro. So, Happy New Year, and hope everything's well. Let's do this. We haven't done this in a while. Let me get this open. Actually, I have to do it a different way. Hold on. Do not do it. And I apologize for the dead air. Let's get this going. We'll do it for a few minutes because it's practically past my bedtime already. And I just saw some breaking news, but it has nothing to do with us. And I don't know if I want to read this on the live because I might end up losing my mind. Let's get this connected the correct way. We have almost 300 in chat. It's been a minute since we've had this many people in here. I appreciate you guys. I really, really do. Let me just get this going. Are we connected? We are connected. Where is... All right. You guys know what it is. Those that have been in here, y'all know what it is. Are y'all up for it? Daniel, it's all good, man. And shout out to Davey Dirt. I think that's going to become one of the newest, coolest names. I like that. Davey Dirt. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. Welcome to the vault. Appreciate you. Y'all ready for it? Y'all want to do this? I think you guys know what time it is, right? Are y'all up for it? Thumbs up, thumbs down. It's been a minute. Y'all want to do it? Let's do it. SeatGeek Vault line, guys. Call in. Sound off on the current topics tonight. 347-471-0361. We're going to do it for a little bit. I'll take a few calls, and I'm going to wrap it up. Again, it's almost 9 o'clock here on the East Coast. I'm still trying to readjust, and I have not really slept well in the last 4 days, even while I was out there. So, guys, let's go. AP was very emotional after beating KC. Yep. And we got our first. Raider Nation News today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, man, it's Raider Rudy. I'm calling out of College Station, Texas.
What's going on, man? How are you?
Good, man, good. Man, I think I kind of like y'all, I go back and forth with AP and Jim Harbaugh,
Yeah.
And, man, I don't know. I feel like Harbaugh's just going to break our roster apart, and, AP is going to just fix the missing pieces and get us going to the right direction like we've been going, you know what I mean?
Rudy, it's crazy. It's funny that you say that, but a lot of people have said the same thing. But when Jim Harbaugh went to the Niners as their head coach, he really did not dismantle anything. He didn't rebuild anything. And we saw the type of success that he had with the 49ers organization. So, I still have him down, but I have him down as 1B. My 1A is AP. It's going to be AP.
Yeah. I feel like he just has the team already in rhythm, you know what I mean? I get it. Yes, Jim Harbaugh is a proven winner. We see it through college and all the way up, he went NFL and then went back to college or went to college. So I totally get that part, but man, it just, if it's not broke, why fix it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. We just got to take this as it goes and see what the possibilities are. Again, It hasn't been anybody that's come in to be interviewed as a head coach. It's been the GM, and they have their list. It was a pretty long list from what I saw. I'm gonna attempt to find this list because I had it up last night, and I'm curious to see how deep it is and how many other teams and how many other GMs are getting these interviews right now.
Yeah. Don't we have an interview tomorrow with what's his name from the Colts?
With Dodds, yeah. And again, we had him a while back. We had
Yeah.
him for an interview a while back. Before Ziegler and McDaniels came, Dodds was a guy that we thought it was going to be Dodds and Harbaugh at that time, and it wasn't. It became Ziegler and McDaniels. So we shall see. But Rudy, don't mean to cut the conversation short. I do want to take a few more calls. We're not going to be on much longer. I definitely appreciate you taking the time to call in, my guy.
No, man, you're good, man.
Have a good night.
Thanks for the call. All right, man.
Raider Nation News today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Hammer, the Steel Cage. What's up, man?
What's up, my guy?
Oh, man, nothing. Just kind of under the weather and sick, but I always try to, pay attention to the show, race the show, graphic show. I'm a follower. I got to follow all the stuff, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
But I'll be honest with you. I love it. I hope we bring back AP, but if we get Harbaugh, I'm cool with it. I'd rather have AP just because it's like getting back to our thing. Madden, was our own greatness. Tom Flores was our own greatness.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Even though Harbaugh was a Raider, he got to start on a coaching staff. It's just getting back to our own greatness, not bringing in somebody else's greatness.
Right.
So I'd rather have AP. It just kind of gets back to the Raider way of doing things. Al Davis established his own greatness. He didn't go rob anybody else's there or buy another piece of greatness from anybody else.
Right.
But the one thing I do believe is that, and I'm not sitting here saying Aiden was great. Aiden O'Connell was great, but there's two or three different things we might do here at quarterback next year. I do believe we have to get a quarterback in the draft.
Agreed.
And I mean,
Agreed.
A first-round quarterback.
Agreed.
I don't think we can afford to get anything less than either Jaden Daniels or Michael Penix Jr. I'd be okay with either one of them. I don't think we can wait till the second round and go after a Bo Nix and make him compete with Aiden O'Connell or whatever.
Really think
Even though I do believe
really
Aiden O'Connell will be better.
Do you really think Bo Nix is a second rounder?
No,
this is the first time I'm hearing something like that. That's why I'm asking. Like, do you think?
No, I don't believe Bo Nix is very good. Is my point.
Wow.
I don't believe he's a franchise guy. I don't want a Bo Nix. I don't want none of these second or third round guys to come in and compete with Aiden O'Connell.
Okay.
I'm sure Aiden O'Connell will be better next year. I'm sure he would be, but we need to. If we have to move up to, there's a lot of different possibilities that can happen here. But if we have to move up to get a Jaden Daniels or even move up 3 or 4 or 5 slots to get a Michael Penix, we have to make a power move in the draft for a quarterback that excites the fan base, that excites everybody in the building, that that brings a new, that an OC can lick his chops with. An OC that's got creative play calling. Obviously I'm thinking about if we keep AP, in this scenario.
Right.
A quarterback that an OC just can't, a good offensive coordinator just can't wait to get his hands on, you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't think we can afford to stay at 13 and hope one of these guys fall to us. I don't think we should go up to number 1. I don't want to mortgage the next 3 years of draft picks for the number 1 pick.
Agreed.
Now that I think is kind of football suicide.
Yeah.
But I think if we have to go up to anywhere from 5 to 8, I'm okay with that.
Well, we'll see how it plays out. We still have months. April 25th is draft night. We have a long ways to go with that. But Steel Cage, I don't want to cut it short, but I do want to take a couple other calls, my guy.
All right, thanks, bud. Thanks for bringing me on again.
Take care. Raider Nation News today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Junior Flores.
What's up, my guy? What are you in? What are you in the truck?
How's it going, man?
You sound like you're driving right now.
I'm on my way home.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I am, man. I'm working, doing my job, you know. I just wanted to chime in real quick, man. Really waiting for the news to come out, man, that we signed AP. That way I can be a little bit more relieved. Love what he's been doing. I've been a Raider, you know, for over 40 years, and I was able to see one Super Bowl and being able to see how they used to play, how real Raider football was back in the day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just started seeing that with AP. This is why I'm very open for AP. I mean, Harbaugh, yeah, you know, he has his credentials and all that, but AP has brought something to this nation that I've not seen in a long time.
Agreed.
And I'm loving it, man. So I'm here for it. I hope we get them. And go Raiders, baby.
Appreciate you calling in, bro. We'll definitely be talking again soon.
All right, Hunter.
Take care, bro. You too. All right. That was the last one I'm going to take because I do want to talk more about this. What do you call it? I do want to talk about this as it pertains to the GM search. So we already know that they had interviewed Bengals senior personnel executive Trey Brown and the Broncos executive director of football operations Kelly Klein Van Callaghan. They were interviewed already. We know Champ is a front runner right now as it stands. The other guys, the other people that are going to be interviewed in the coming days, you have Indianapolis Colts assistant GM Ed Dodds, and again, we had him for an interview a couple of years back. Buffalo Bills director of player personnel Terrence Gray, San Francisco 49ers assistant GM Adam Peters, and former LA Chargers GM Tom Telesco. You know I'm not going that route with that shit. Absolutely not. Let's see. Shout out to Leaky. What's good, Oos? Chaos, what's good? Hope everybody is doing well. All right, guys. We have been on for an hour. 3, 2, 1. An hour and 7 minutes. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all that pulled on up tonight. We have 241 still in here, man. If you haven't already, on your way out, do these easy, squeezy, lemon peasy things. Yes, I did, 718. I did mention her. She already got interviewed. Kelly Klein Van Callaghan. I just said the name. On the way out, guys, if you haven't already, easy, squeezy, lemon peasy. Break them thumbs, hammer them subs, smash the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions in the house that Hammer built by the nation, for the nation. Raider Nation News Today. Continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is back and on the rise. Remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation, till I die. Till next time, y'all. Peace, love, and positivity. I'm out.
Yeah.